You know, it's fair to say with summer almost behind us, but definitely autumn is just around the corner, it's a great time to give your lawn a bit of TLC. Now, it doesn't matter what sort of grass you've got. I've got all the tips for you to have a lush green lawn. It'll look perfect for the rest of the year.
I like it, baby. It's not hard for me to
This lawn here is King's Pride Buffalo, and it's well known for being a really tough, resilient grass, whether it's in sun, shade, summer, winter, right through the whole year. It's a really beautiful, lush green lawn. And it's really served us very well for at least 10, maybe 12 years. But like all grass, they suffer from compaction. Kids, dogs and high traffic areas, just like this one here. Now, we've also had a lot of rain, and with waterlogged soils, your plants really start to suffer, and you've got to get that water out of the soil because you end up with a lot of disease problems. Best thing to do is at least once a month to aerate and really open up your soil. Now, there are purpose-made sandals. You can do the same thing in that aeration, but I think you can't beat a good old garden fork.
You're making it easy to breathe. You're making it easy. You're making life easy for me. You're making it
In my greenkeeping days, hybrid couches were all the go. Then they fell out of favour, especially for home gardeners when the buffaloes took over. Well, that was 20, 30 years ago. Today, the professionals are now going to a new hybrid couch, and it's called Tahoma 31. You'll see it at the local golf course and professional turfs all around Australia. And the advantage of it is it'll take extreme heat and humid conditions and extreme cold and frost and snow at the other end and everything in between. In fact, this hybrid couch looks more like an Axminster or Shagpole carpet. I just love it. Easy to look after and low maintenance. And like all grasses, they need to be mown regularly. Now, in summer, you need to keep them just a little bit tight. That keeps them strong and tough and keeps the weeds out. But when winter and the cooler months come around, you need to raise your lawnmower, take a lot less pressure off your grass and have more leaves there. That way, you're going to have a great-looking grass, weed-free, all year round.
used to feel like I was undercover. Now I'm driving way over 100. Every time I talk, I make a stutter.
If you're wanting to start a new lawn or cover up a few bare patches, using runners is a very cost-effective way to do it. 12, 18 months ago, this was a bare patch of dirt out here in the street. Now, I put down 20 different runners of my King's Pride Buffalo that I had up the back. They were running everywhere, I cut them off. Now, what you need is a bit of organic matter just to improve the soil, some coarse sand, some wetting agent, granular is very likely the best, and a top quality fertiliser. And that fertiliser I'm using is Sudden Impact for Lawns. It's perfect for all your different types of grasses, professional as well as homegrown lawns like mine here. And it has the added benefit of being coated with that advanced formula, Populate. The reason that Sudden Impact for Lawns is such a good fertiliser, it contains all the nutrients that your lawn is going to need. Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, iron, calcium, sulphur. These are the new ones that we realise that many of our soils are deficient in. So once again, it's what's happening underneath that we're benefiting. When they started coating it with Populate, which is an advanced probiotic, they noticed a massive benefit not only to the soil but to the microflora, helping to protect the grass from diseases. It's also helping my 100-year-old jacaranda here too. It needs all the protection it can get. Now, if you've got an exotic plant as a hedge like I do here, this Murraya, this fertiliser is also perfect for a hedge like this. Murraya has a bit of a problem occasionally. When it's looking good, you get one die here, one die there. Well, the Populate keeps that under control, and the rest of the fertiliser keeps your hedge looking really dense and compact. Bit of a tip with Murraya, start pruning it the day you plant it. Only a light trim, that keeps it really twiggy and lots of growth.
There's a fire in your eyes. It used to be in your
You know, it doesn't matter what sort of grass you've got. Autumn is a perfect time to be giving it a good feed. And with all those nutrients at this time of the year, they're going to last at least for 5 or 6 months. That means that your autumn grass and your winter grass is going to be thick and lush and green, and it'll choke out the weeds, which is even better still. And of course, with the Populate, it's going to keep the soil healthy. How good is that? You know, there's an old saying that the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. But if you follow my few tips, it'll be your neighbours who'll be green with envy.